Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I am Brian. Today I got a game called The Legend of the Wendigo. Legend of the Wendigo is a 2 to 6 player memory game by Christian Lemay and published by IELLO and Masked Scorpion. In this game, one player is the Wendigo and the remaining players are on a team of junior chipmunks. Before the first round, the Wendigo player replaces one of the scouts on the table with the one that has the Wendigo on the back. In each round, the Wendigo moves that scout around the table while removing the scout that was previously there. The rest of the players are trying to find the one that is moving around and kidnapping the scouts. If they can do it before the Wendigo gets 5, they win. So, let's check it out, and I'll show you how to blend in as the Wendigo, how to catch him if you're the scouts, and how to save the troop of junior chipmunks in The Legend of the Wendigo. So, let's gather around the campfire and lay out all of the scout tiles. So, they have scouts on the top, and on the back, they have 3 more scouts on them. So, you take all those, and you lay them out. So you want them all to be touching, but not overlapping like that. You want them to be touching. So you want to flatten them all out, and then you can kind of compress them to take up less table space. Okay, so then the players decide who's going to be the Wendigo, and then you give them the sand timer and the stack of Wendigo tiles. So the Wendigo tiles look exactly like the other tiles on the top. Now, what's different about them is they have Wendigos on the back instead of scouts. So the Wendigo player, all the other players either don't look, put their heads on the table, or leave. And then the Wendigo player takes one, puts the rest back into campfire box, and then finds the one that corresponds with this character on the top. They have identical artwork, so they have no idea. On the back, they're different, and then they have the number, a corresponding number on the bottom, 26 and 26. Another one would say 16, so they're all different. So, the Wendigo player puts the Wendigo tile where that was, trying to make it so it had the same orientation, and then the other players come in. Okay, so you're now ready to begin. So now the scouts, you flip over the sand timer, and the scouts now have 45 seconds to memorize or study or memorize parts of the board. That was the day phase. Now, it is the night phase. All of the scouts close their eyes, look down at the table, and sleep. So now the Wendigo player takes his Wendigo tile, one with the Wendigo on the back, and switches it out with one of the other scouts. So these two are really similar, and they'll switch. And take this one, put it upside down in front of themselves. The scout players can look up and see that there's a spot missing. Now it's the day phase again. So now players are given 40 to 45 seconds to study it again, and now they know that there's a spot missing. So this is where the Wendigo tile used to be. So now the players talk and figure out and try to find where the Wendigo is now. So then they make a guess. So they take one and flip it over. It was incorrect. This is not a Wendigo. So you put it back. And now the players have the rest of the time remaining to study it again. Now, you just do it exactly the same, and now that the day phase is over, it is now the night phase again. So, all the scouts put their heads down, and the Wendigo takes his tile and can replace it with any other one. So, it's going to be tricky, and just move over one, and take this one and flip it upside down. Now, the Wendigo player could flip over anything. It doesn't have to be the same width, or it doesn't have to be the same gender or same neckerchief color. So, pick that, and now the scouts are given another 40 to 45 seconds. Now they know that it used to be here. So by now they're kind of catching on. Well, that one, let's say, they were memorizing groups, and one of them realized that purple's missing. So they know that now it's purple. So now they're looking, and now they're only memorizing purple ones. They're slowly moving ahead in the game. So they're going to guess, and they don't think they remember this purple being here. Incorrect. Flip back over. So, play continues until one of these happen. Either the scouts flip over the tile with the Wendigo on the back, then all of the scout players win, or the Wendigo collects 5 different scouts, and then the Wendigo player wins. That's how to play The Legend of the Wendigo. Okay, I'm going to add here for our parents' opinions. Dad, what do you think of The Legend of the Wendigo?
I really enjoyed Legend of the Wendigo. I'm not a big fan of the memory games where you're trying to make matches, just because I find them boring. But this is an awesome memory game. You're not trying to make a match, yet it still tests your memory.
So, the components. The components, you got the circular tiles, cardboard punches.
Yeah, you have a ton of them.
Yeah.
Because you have
Yeah, in the unboxing, I pulled
one
out like
whole
8.
set for the scouts on the back, and then one whole set with a Wendigo on the back. But they're real nice,
They
thick,
are really nice.
thick cardboard.
So the ton of circles, and then the bunch, and then of course the same
Same
timer
timer. Yep.
for the 45 seconds. So the artwork, the box is really well done. UV coated box, and the artwork on every single different tile is different, and then they
and that's what-
correspond with the Wendigo ones.
That's what makes the game so tricky, right? Is you have all of the there's different little troops, I guess, or different. There's the purple ones, the red ones, the yellow ones, and they're all slightly different. And then there's different, kids, and they're also slightly different. Some are smiling, some are not smiling, and so they did a really good job. There's a lot of different art in this game, and I really like the red eyes on the box. That was cool.
Yeah. So strategy, there's a bit of strategy here. Definitely for the Wendigo player, for which tiles to take out, and then for the players, which ones to memorize.
Yeah, this is. I think it's marketed towards the children. This is a children's game, but it's definitely a good one to play with families, especially because it's one person against the rest of the field, right? So if you do have a younger child that couldn't be on their own, this is perfect for them. But like you said, the strategy is when you're moving your Wendigo tile, the orientation of the scout matters. Which scout you take. There's like boys and girls and fat ones and skinny ones. So you don't want to keep taking the same one, because then people will notice that those ones are gone, right? And so there's a little bit of strategy on the Wendigo side. On the scout side,
I mean, you just gotta. I mean, it's a lot easier with more players, because then you can less tiles for each person to memorize. So it's really hard just 2-player one-on-one.
yeah, it's very challenging.
Now, if you play with more players, it's easier.
In
for
a 4-player game,
scouts.
because you have 3 people on the scouts team.
Very easier for them to memorize.
It's super
and
easy
guess it.
because you can have one person red, one person yellow, one person purple, and you only have to memorize a third of the board.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, so we actually found this to be a lot of fun, 2-player, and it's challenging for the scouts.
Very. So yeah, easy for kids, and overall great game. Great components, different artwork on every single thing. Really good job on that. Strategy, and it's easy for kids. So, Legend of the Wendigo by IELLO.
Yeah, go check this one out. It's very fun, especially if you play with a younger crowd, or if you're playing in families. Plays up to 6. There's not a lot of family games that play up to 6. So go check this one out. Legend of the Wendigo by IELLO and Masked Scorpion.
So thank you for watching. Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page. Send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game. Visit our webpage, briansgotgame.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Ryan. This is my dad. See you next time.